let's get into this. So we had our January 6th celebration last week, and with Jacob Wilson on Hilarious Guy. Great episode. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. It was a great way to start the year off. We had our January 6th episode last week, and what I've noticed is a lot of Democrats have been overusing the word democracy. And they've been doing that since January 6th, 2021, right? So I've been wondering, what's the obsession with the word democracy? Why do they continue to use the word democracy to describe the U.S. when that is so clearly not what this country is? We are not a democracy. We are a representative republic. I'll pull up the differences right now. There's literally, a democracy does not describe the United States. I'll pull it up here once I can get my keyboard to start working. For fuck's sake. We're irritable today. All right. Democracy versus republic. Okay, this first one's a democracy. Let me read it off. And Mia's been studying in her civics book, so she'll know this stuff too. A democracy, the community of people are considered to hold power over how they are governed. Kings and tyrants are seen as threats to the innate rights of the people, sure. As such, all eligible citizens get equal say in decisions. So every single thing in a democracy is voted on. You say, hey, are we going to build a roundabout and replace the stop signs or replace the stoplights on whatever street? That doesn't get voted on by city council. The people go and they vote on each individual issue like that. That's very, very inefficient. That's not the United States. This is a constitutional republic. Republics are in opposition to rulership by a single person. So the same thing as democracy, opposition to kings and tyrants. All eligible citizens get equal say in decisions through elected representatives, which is what we have in this country. Unalienable rights of individuals are protected by law to safeguard against against a majority abusing the minority by a constitution. So we have a document called the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which protects your rights in case someday a whole bunch of retards take over and say, hey, we don't want offensive speech anymore. You can't tell, a comedian can't get on stage and tell jokes that we don't like to hear. If they do, we're going to fine them. If they don't pay the fine, we're going to throw them in jail, like you see in Canada and England and pretty much all over Europe. So they put a document in place that said, hey, even if 52% of the country believes that you shouldn't be able to tell offensive jokes, the other 48% of the country can still do that, right? Because democracy is quite literally two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. We have a representative republic so that people like me don't get trampled on by idiots. Because let's be real, the majority of the population is just not that smart. Not our listeners, of course. You're smart if you're listening to this show. You're at least aware. You are. You're at least aware. You're making an effort to know what's going on in the world. You're not just getting your news from CNN and MSNBC and Fox. You've expanded your horizons to bigger and better things, right? So why do they keep calling our country a democracy? They've even gone as far, and let me find, this is from Jeanne Shaheen. She is a senator from the great state of New Hampshire. Democrat, of course. She tweeted, and I'll read the quote to you. She tweeted a quote here. Oh, she's deleted it. What an idiot. Oh, of course she deleted it because she got called out and absolutely drugged through the mud. I got to find it here. Now, this is what these idiots are doing because they can't stand by the things they say. Okay. She said, and I quote, "A democracy, if you can keep it," end quote, said Ben Franklin. January 6, 2021 was a stark reminder of just how fragile our democracy is. It is on each and every one of us to never forget the actions that led to the day so we ensure history does not repeat itself. Now, that's not the quote from Ben Franklin. The quote from Ben Franklin is, "A republic, if you can keep it." So why change the words? Why do they continue to bastardize and misrepresent what this form of government is? Why? What's the point? Why do they keep doing it? Why would they change the wording of a quote to say democracy instead of republic? If you Google, this is an objective fact. You learn this in like 4th grade history or civics class, excuse me. The United States is not a democracy. We are a constitutional representative republic. That's what we are. We don't all get together and vote on everything. There are some issues we do, sure. But for the most part, we elect people to vote for us. That is, by definition, a republic. Yet if you Google, is the United States a democracy or a republic, you get mixed results. You get supposed respectable people from the media that sit there and go, well, I mean, technically we're both. No, we're literally not. They're two different things. We're one, not the other. Why do we have to mix everything? They mix everything. Democracy and republic, male and female. Everything has winners and losers. Everything has to be mixed. No, some things are objective. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. The United States is not a democracy. We are a republic. Why do we have to conflate these two things? They're not the same thing. It's okay. Why would they fixate on the word democracy when they talk about how Trump and his supporters and everyone on the right is this massive threat to democracy? Why do they fixate on these words? And really the only thing that it can bring me back to, I've looked into this extensively. I've sat down and thought about it. The only thing that consistently comes to mind that I can't rule out is it's just part of their gaslighting. That's all they do. Because that's what abusers do, is they will gaslight you on little things like that, just to make you seem stupid and to confuse you and to beat you down to make you feel like an idiot. That's the only thing I can think of here, is that it's gaslighting. Well, technically it could be either one. No, we're a republic. We are not a democracy. That is objectively false to claim that the United States is a democracy. And I feel like the only reason they're doing this is just to gaslight people, to manipulate them, and to confuse them, because the more head games they can play with you, the easier it is to get you on board with their agenda. Are you going to read your civics book on the air here?
I'm going to see if it says anything in there.
What year is that textbook from? That'll probably tell you.
2020.
50-50. I don't know. But that's all we got. That's all I got on that topic. It's such a weird thing for them to do, but that's exactly what abusers do in like personal relationships, is they will, what's it say?
There's a page on it.
On democracy or republic?
Is the United States a democracy?
It's not. But that's what abusers do, is they manipulate and just to make you feel like you're crazy or you're stupid and that they're better than you, and to make you second guess basic truths you've been taught since you were a kid. Basic truths like America being a republic, basic truths like men being men and women being women. That's all there is to it. They make you question basic truths to infiltrate your mind. But you go to Outlaw Streamers and you won't get your mind infiltrated here. For the record, that textbook from 2020, I put zero stock in what that says. Because anything made in the last 15 years has a direct agenda.
It says, in a loose understanding of the term, the United States is a democracy because people can vote.
Yeah, in a loose understanding, yes. But we what do we vote for? Susan Lawrence, author of the book, what do we vote for?
It says, however, the will of the majority is checked by other features and does not always prevail. When the Constitution was ratified, the United States ceased to be a confederation of the states and became a federal republic.
Yes, so we are a republic. So it's doublespeak. So again, it's just to confuse people. Well, technically, we are a democracy. No. We vote for what? A democracy is where people vote for everything that's run in their daily lives. A republic is where they vote for representatives who vote for the things that affect their daily lives. Various bills, tax cuts or increases, gun control, abortion, things like that. That's what we vote for. We vote for representatives to vote on those things. All right. So yeah, like I said, that's a textbook that was made before 2008. I don't put much stock in it because that's right around the time the education system was total hostile takeover by the psychopaths and Marxist activists we see today. So I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we can go get a biology textbook, and they do that. That's exactly what these books do. Is they take what was once a basic truth that used to be just an objective black and white thing and try to add a bunch of gray to it when it wasn't. Like if you grab a biology textbook now, instead of saying, yeah, there's two genders, male and female, they have all this, they'll say, well, technically there's two genders loosely, and then they'll add 17 more lines that they don't need to just confuse people and manipulate them and make them feel stupid and crazy. And that's exactly what the point of it is. It's not to actually get you on board with these idiotic ideals. It's just to confuse you and waste your time and make you feel stupid and go, you know what? I'm an idiot. Daddy government run everything. And big corporations come in and take everything over. I don't know what's best for me. I'm too stupid to figure out basic civics and basic biology, so why even bother? That's the goal, is to just wear you down. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.